He's the good kind of crazy. He was like, actually, I'm on the offense. And my brother's on the offense, and I'm only on the field at the same time as defense. I thought everyone was out there at the same time. Travis is like, he's just a vibe booster in everyone's life that he's in. He's like a human exclamation point. And you were not judgmental about the fact that I knew nothing about the world you were in.
It was the best.
You were nice. You were so nice.
I got a clean slate.
You were like, thank you. He's truly getting to know me in a way that's very natural, very pure, very normal. Like, Jason, on our first date, I legitimately asked him.
From secret duets to million-dollar dream homes, the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce saga refuses to slow down. First, Jason Kelce stirs up chatter by hinting at a Taylor collab, even with his quirky festive music past. Then the power couple reportedly takes their love to the next level, spotted house hunting in Ohio's most exclusive zip code. But that's not all. Swifties dish out poetic karma after an NFL star's post-Super Bowl shade comes full circle. And to top it off, fans uncover a hidden Travis message tied directly to Taylor's lucky number 13.
I'm lucky to be here for, my 13th year now. I just absolutely love this organization. I love the team. I love all the
Meanwhile, Coach Andy Reid is already workshopping his best rom-com dad speech just in case he gets the mic at their future wedding.
Ooh. Well, there are a few I can't tell. But
come on. Sure you can.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is now under fire, accused of cashing in on the Taylor-Travis love story for ratings and profits. And trust me, this saga's twisting harder than a Taylor bridge.
Absolutely. Listen, they're happy. They seem to be enjoying their relationship. That's great in and of itself, but it has connected more fans of Taylor's and more fans of the NFL.
Jason Kelce may have ditched the pads, but retirement hasn't dimmed his spotlight one bit. The man's got more layers than a Philly cheesesteak, and now we find out he's been moonlighting as a Christmas album guy. Yep, he's already dropped not one, not two, but 3 festive bangers with his old Eagles crew, teaming up with some heavyweight Philly musicians to make sure Jingle Bells hits like a stadium anthem. And here's the kicker: Jason's not just about holiday carols. Back in high school, he was shredding the baritone sax, awkward helmet hair and all, touring through Chicago, New York, Boston, and because why not Carolina, with smooth jazz, pumping straight from his heart. This isn't just a retirement hobby. It's Jason Kelce proving he can trade the gridiron for the groove without missing a beat. Want me to punch this up even more with a fun tagline ending, like a zinger that could work as a video outro?
I've done 3 Christmas albums. Me, Jordan, and Lane, as well as a bunch of other Philly artists. Lead drummer for the War on Drugs, Charlie Hall. Very connected in the Philly music scene. And a bunch of people who are actual musicians help us make that. That started off. That was a lot of fun. I played saxophone in high school. Sweet. I was in the jazz band. Went to Chicago, New York, Boston, and then for some reason Carolina.
Fast forward to now. And Jason's on a podcast with a couple of Eagles when they hit him with the question. Everyone's secretly dying to know, would he ever jump on stage with Taylor Swift? His answer and instant, absolute nope. Not because he's anti-Swift, but because the man swears he'd crumble into a sweaty, trembling mess the second he faced that crowd. Remember, this is the same guy who used to get stage fright performing in front of his parents. And now you want him standing under the spotlight with 80,000 Swifties armed with friendship bracelets and battle-ready energy. Yeah, Jason Kelce is many things: Super Bowl champ, podcast king, Christmas crooner, but Swifty concert co-star. Forget it.
Gosh, I was about to say, would I do it? I don't even know if I would do it. I'd be so nervous. I got nervous playing in front of my parents.
Jason's got nothing but love for Taylor. He laughs that her music wasn't exactly crafted with his demographic in mind, but let's be real, nobody is safe from the Swift empire. He admits you walk into one of her shows thinking, I don't even know the songs. And next thing you know, you're 3 choruses deep into Cruel Summer, screaming like your life depends on it.
Listen, the music I don't think was made for my demographic in mind, but when you go, you'll realize you know all these songs. Even though you might not know you do, you've heard them.
Yeah. That's exactly the kind of high-energy crowd Taylor was born to command, and maybe, just maybe, the kind she and Travis will be inviting over for a backyard barbecue if these Ohio house hunting whispers are true. Yep, NFL's golden boy and pop royalty were spotted playing HGTV couple in Cleveland's swanky East Side suburbs back in June. They even stopped for lunch at a French bistro in Chagrin Falls, which sounds cute and romantic, until you remember half the town was probably hiding behind cappuccinos trying to snap photos. Word is, they've got their eyes on Hunting Valley, the kind of neighborhood where your neighbors aren't just rich, they're old money rich. Think 5-acre minimum lots, driveways so long you need a golf cart just to grab the mail, and that stealth wealth vibe that basically whispers, yes, I own 3 Labradors and a horse, but I'm too refined to brag about it, and forget Cleveland's $131,000 median home price here. The commas in the listings are working overtime. Choices include a 1920s manor with tennis courts, a pool, and enough lawn to host your own music festival, just $3.45 million, a Hamptons chic Riverside estate, complete with wine cellar and guest house for those in-laws who never leave $6.5 million, thank you very much. Or maybe a sleek glass-walled palace with ceilings high enough to practice field goals indoors. Plus a feature pool begging for an Instagram moment, all yours for $6.25 million for the hopeless romantics. There's even an English tutor plucked straight from a royal drama, 24 acres, wood beam ceilings, and a billiards room where Travis could practice his victory shots. Asking price, a cool $3.39 million. Or maybe you're eyeing the Lake Erie showstopper, 8 bedrooms, marble dripping from every surface, and a pool patio so massive you could mistake it for a 5-star resort. At $5.99 million, it's practically a bargain if your definition of bargain comes with a restored guest cottage and a side of generational wealth. But while Zillow fantasies keep swirling, Swifties have shifted their attention to a whole different kind of drama, the karmic kind. This week's target: NFL safety CJ Gardner-Johnson. Yep, the same guy who thought it was wise to Taylor and Travis after the Super Bowl. Fast forward, and he's carted off practice with a leg injury. Regular sports fans, tough break, hope he's okay. Swifties karma's got the wheel. Social media lit up like Christmas morning in a glitter factory, lyric quotes flying, winking emojis everywhere, and comments like karma always wins. Of course, all prefaced with "but we hope he's okay," because Swifties know how to lace their roasts with polite disclaimers. Some even got extra creative, remixing her famous "Karma is a relaxing thought" lyric into the kind of subtle roast that could make a defensive back wince harder than game day cramps. And let's be real, this beef didn't appear out of thin air. Back in February, Gardner-Johnson rolled up to the Eagles' victory parade in a hoodie that basically told Swifties where to. Well, let's just say it wasn't a Valentine's Day card. He even shaded Travis's love life, suggesting the Chiefs might have done better if Kelce had stayed with his ex, Kayla Nicole. Bold move. And by bold, I mean the exact kind of thing that paints a giant enemy target on your back in Swifty Nation. So when he got traded from Philly to Houston in March, fans were already whispering, sounds like karma. And now, with this injury scare, Swifties have cranked the volume up to stadium levels. That the irony. Gardner-Johnson's injury reportedly isn't an ACL tear, so he'll likely be back on the field soon enough. But not before the internet gets its full 48-hour told you so victory parade, in which brings us to Travis Kelce, stepping up to the podium at Chiefs training camp. For most people, it was just a press conference. For it was a cosmic, glitter-dusted message from the universe. Why? Because Kelce picked day 13 of camp to finally speak. And in about 3 seconds, Twitter transformed into a full-blown Swifty math class. Forget game stats, fans were pulling out calculators, astrology charts, and maybe even a Ouija board to prove what they already knew. Travis was sending Taylor a love letter in secret numerical code. Insiders say Kelce has been all business, locked in on football, barely pausing to breathe between drills. But when the Chiefs scheduled media day on his 13th NFL season, on the 13th day of camp, subtlety died right there. If he'd shown up wearing a 13 hat while downing 13 chicken nuggets, the internet would have combusted faster than soft serve in Phoenix. And honestly, fans didn't even care what he said once he got there. For the record, it was the usual football stuff. He loves the team, the coaches, the setup, all very wholesome. But the timing, that's what sent Swifties spiraling. They dove headfirst into the archives. Taylor, born December 13th, turned 13 on a Friday the 13th. Her first gold record in 13 weeks. Hit songs with 13-second intros. Her concert film premiered on October 13th. the Tortured Poets Department, was announced on her 13th Grammy win. Basically, if her toaster pops after 13 seconds, she's got a new chorus brewing. And they didn't stop there. Fans even noted that All Too Well clocks in at exactly 10 minutes and 13 seconds because, of course it does. For Swifties, the math was simple. 13 equals fate. And fate equals Taylor and Travis. Year 13. Day 13. Taylor's man steps up to the mic. Coincidence? Please, Swifties aren't buying it tanned, neither. Apparently is Coach Andy Reid. Word is, Big Red is already mentally prepping his toast for the hypothetical Kelce Swift wedding like it's the actual Super Bowl of speeches. And let's be clear, this isn't some napkin-scribbled list of bullet points. Nope. Picture Andy Reid as the rom-com dad who's known the bride since her burned CD era, carefully plotting which embarrassing but adorable stories to keep in, which one's grandma definitely doesn't need to hear. According to folks close to the team, Reid's got decades of wholesome dirt on Travis. We're talking stories about his off-field kindness, quiet acts of generosity, and big-hearted moves that never needed an Instagram caption. Turns out, he's been a softie long before Taylor's sequins and eyeliner ever entered the frame. And here's the kicker. Reid isn't just some football coach caught up in a pop star whirlwind. The man's been a Swiftie longer than Travis has known how to spell friendship bracelet. Back in the Philly days, the Reid family was swapping high fives with Taylor's football-loving dad like it was an NFL draft trade. He's watched her rise from hometown talent to global icon, arguably the most famous woman on the planet since the Queen left the chat. And even now, Reid swears, she carries it all with more grace than a wide receiver snagging a pass in a snowstorm.
Knew her before he knew her. So my family has been a big fan of hers, and we know her father and mother and that whole deal. They're from the Philadelphia area, so Pennsylvania, and her dad's a huge football fan. So we hit it off with him, and then she became this famous person, and arguably the most famous woman in the world since probably the Queen passed away. But she sure handles it the right way, and that's the part I appreciate the most. Not that it was all tied into her, but she got a big part of that, and the NFL has bought into that too. So in supporting that, and I think it's a beautiful thing all the way around. But the thing, like I said, the thing I appreciate most is how she handles it, how Trav handles it. They just do it the right way, and they're not a distraction by any.
But Reid's not blind. He's seen exactly what this pairing has done for football. More girls tuning in. Flag football suddenly chasing Olympic dreams. And the NFL. They're eating up the Taylor effect like it's game day nachos. Reid plays it humble, saying it's not all down to her. But let's be real, when your halftime crowd is 40% glitter and friendship bracelets, you know something's changed. And sure, Reid's a coach, not a playlist curator, but even he admits he owns the Red album. That's commitment. He's even called Taylor part of the Chiefs' family fabric, casually lumping her in with the wives and girlfriends like she's been there since day one. Reid's also had a front row seat to Travis, manifesting this whole romance like a guy who refused to take no meet and greet for an answer. Then somehow pulled off the ultimate fumble recovery, getting the girl, and keeping her. So of course the NFL's head honcho, Roger Goodell, has been grinning like he just found a Super Bowl ring in his cereal box. Word is, he's basically turned the Taylor-Travis love story into the league's unofficial marketing department.
Absolutely. Listen, they're happy. They seem to be enjoying their relationship. That's great in and of itself, but it has connected more fans of Taylor's and more fans of the NFL.
Every time Taylor shows up in a suite, the numbers go wild, ratings skyrocket, merch sells out, and suddenly your aunt, who's never watched a down of football, is yelling about pass interference like she's an ESPN analyst. Goodell's no fool. He's playing it like a pro, showering the couple with praise in public while quietly counting the billions behind the scenes. And the latest rumor. He's even floating the idea of Taylor buying a team. Because why stop at smashing chart records when you can own the scoreboard too? And that's a wrap for this video. Until next time, buckle up, because if this saga has taught us anything, it's that the next twist is always just one play away.